several years ago, I did tiling. And
What?
Tiling.
Tiling?
Tiled floors.
Oh, I see, okay.
I was a tile contractor, and
Oh, wow.
I
And you
used
use
those
grout and sealants?
Some of
Ooh.
them were so toxic that, I felt high afterwards.
Yeah.
That it would just burn your eyes. And,
Yeah.
it was like professional.
And how long did you do that?
I did that work for 4.5 years, and
Wow.
then I developed a neurological disorder.
That's
called
what I would have
dystonia.
expected, yeah.
And then I also used things like paint thinner used with old motor oil.
Oh yeah, the solvents are very toxic.
Okay, so that can do all kinds.
So it means that your body is flooded with toxic substances, and you really need to get detoxed. And chelation is helping, but you also need to read Detoxify or Die by Sherry Rogers, and you need to get really very cleaned out. You need a sauna so you can perspire. You need to exercise. You need lymphatic drainage. You need to keep your bowels moving. You need to drink a lot of water. There's something I've forgotten. You need to eat organic food as much as possible. But you've got to get rid of the chemicals that are stored in your body in order to get well. And then you've got to make sure you don't take any additional new things in. And then you've got to get your nutrients up to normal. And all those things have to be done for you to get well. But at least you figured it out. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands in our country who are sick every day, have no idea why, and their doctors have no idea why. And you can't even blame the doctors, because unless they happen to have heard about alternative medicine and heard about somebody that was helped, they wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I can remember when I thought they were all quacks. Well, if you learn what to do and you start to do it, even if you can't do it all at once, if you start to do it, you probably will find that you'll feel better than you felt in 20 years. And if you don't do it, you'll get progressively more and more incapacitated. You won't be able to walk or think or talk or perform in a normal way, and that would be disastrous. But you can turn it around. The problem is that once you're having trouble talking, thinking, moving, and everything, it's going to take longer because you've got more pollution in your body. Remember that the chemicals, your body doesn't know what to do when you get an overload of chemicals, and it says, what am I going to do? This person has just put all this junk in my body. How do I get rid of it? And your body will try to excrete it in your urine and your bowel movement, your perspiration and things like that, your breath. But if it can't get rid of these chemicals, it stores them in your body fat. And that's why a woman with breast cancer will have more chemicals in her breast fat than in the rest of her body. But the thing that concerns me is our brain is like cream cheese. It's fat. And these chemicals are going to get stored. They talk about this blood-brain barrier. There may be some kind of a barrier, but there's an awful lot of stuff that goes right into the brain. And your nose is a direct pathway. So if you smell something that's toxic in a chemical, it goes right squish straight up through the nerve into your brain. And you've got to clean that brain out. And I'm sure chelation is one way of cleaning the brain.
I hope so.
So all of you in this room are taking very, very good care of yourselves because you are trying to clean out. But you should read books on detoxification. I'm sure there's a big chapter in my book. Any of my books will have a big chapter on detoxifying. And you can detoxify. You can do lymphatic drainage on yourself by getting in the shower. Up here on the right-hand side, there's a porthole where all the lymph drains to, okay? And if you just direct your shower from the bottom up to this area, from every place in your body, you're giving yourself a lymphatic drainage massage. You just did it. Because lymphatic drainage is a gentle massage, and that's what a shower is. So you fix the shower head, So you just put in a gentle massage and bring everything up to this porthole right here. And that means you've cleaned out your body. Your whole lymphatic system is cleaned out every day when you can take a shower.
Wow.
How's that for a cheap? I keep trying.
You have directions in one of your books?
No, that isn't any place in my books.
You just massage right here?
Well, you want to direct everything to here. So you would take your shower and you go like this, and then you go like this. And I'm going to mess up my IV. And you bring everything down. In other words, you pretend this is a doorway and you want to put everything there. And you go up your leg and you go here. And you go up your leg and you go here. And you go this way and you go here. And then you start on this leg.
To the right side.
This is the porthole for the lymphatics. It's right here. So you bring it to this area. Okay?
What do you think of the H2O tube?
Actually, theoretically, that ought to be just great. But a lot of traditional doctors wouldn't believe it at all, but they're missing out on a lot. I practice traditional medicine, board certified in pediatrics, allergy, environmental medicine for many, many years. And it was in my effort to prove all these other people are quacks that I found out I was wrong and they were right. And then I went on a new track and started to write different books saying, hey, they aren't quacks. These things really help. So it's very hard for a doctor to say, I don't know or I made a mistake. It's not in our vocabulary, okay? We have to be very careful.